My uncle, by the way, he freaking loved Norman Smiley, and it was all about this, the big wiggle.
The big one.
I mean, I cannot tell you how much my uncle loved it.
Wow. And he never really got to do it at that time because he got the old back mule kick.
Yeah, Jeff Jarrett, he didn't want us to be happy.
No, son of a bitch.
Hey, did you see that picture I posted on Twitter of Bob Caudle?
I did not.
I'm
You know,
gonna.
my Twitter got hacked. You know that.
You still hadn't fixed that?
No, we fixed it.
Okay. I mean, I was the one who gave you the heads up
Yeah. And
that you got hizzled. I just sent you the link through our little video process that we're using here. Normally we use StreamYard so you guys can join us live, but when they put Silva in traction in the hospital, he's in a full body cast now. I knew that wasn't going to be possible, so
oh,
I
that's
had to
Brian
kick the old
Cage.
school and do Zoom. That is not Brian Cage.
That's not.
That's Apollo from Puerto Rico.
Okay, God, it looked like Cage in the face when he first came running down.
Hey, take a look at that link I just sent you of Bob Caudle, though. Our old pal David Chappell and Dick Bourne from MidAtlanticGateway.com, one of our favorite websites. And if you love the old school JCP stuff, we highly recommend MidAtlanticGateway.com. They went to visit Bob Caudle
Uh-huh.
and presented him with a tribute belt that was certainly inspired by Reggie Park's classic United States Championship. And it's got the old school Mid Atlantic Championship Wrestling logo plate on the left, and the Jim Crockett Promotions logo plate on the right. And it's got two microphones on either side where the Eagles were. And instead of saying United States Champion, it says Bob Caudle, the voice of Mid Atlantic Wrestling. Such a cool photo, such a thoughtful gift. I just love that those guys over at MidAtlanticGateway.com celebrated Bob Caudle, and I knew you'd want to see that.
Yeah, that's tremendous. I'm so honored to be put into a Hall of Fame, but Bob Caudle needs to be in the Hall of Fame for crying out loud.
He's in every Hall of Fame.
He is?
What Hall of Fame is Bob Caudle not in?
Is he in the WWE Hall of Fame?
He's got to be.
No, he's not.
He's got to be.
I know he's got to be, but he's not. Um,
How do you know? You don't even pay attention.
yeah, you're right. Maybe I don't.
Oh my God, dude. This just made my day. I
What's
just looked
that?
up Bob Caudle on Wikipedia,
Uh-huh.
and they've got for his broadcasting career a handful of annotations here: NWA Mid Atlantic Championship Wrestling, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, NWA reunion shows, and the last entry is Ric Flair's last match.
Wow.
A 2022 show ran by a revived JCP that featured what was billed as Flair's last match ever. Caudle opened the pay-per-view portion of the show and ended the show with his catchphrase, "So long for now," both pre-recorded. Dude, the idea that it's a footnote in his career, man, that fucking makes my day.
Isn't that great?
That's so awesome. I'm so happy for him.
Yeah. Tremendous.
That belt was so cool. I just can't put it over enough. I just think the world of Dick Bourne. I've only met David a few times, Mr. Chappell, and he seems like a really great guy. And I know he's good friends with Dick Bourne, but I know the love that Dick Bourne has for Bob Caudle, and I know that you and JR share that same love for Bob.
Yeah, I know. I wish I'm going to regret if he passes away before me, I'm going to regret not spending more time with him.
And go see him.
I need to spend the day with him.
Y'all run shows there all the time.
We do not run shows in Raleigh all the time.
All the time. You ran two last week. You don't remember.
Yeah, you're right. I don't remember.
JR said this about Bob Caudle on our podcast, Grilling JR once. I love him. I never worked with a better human being. He had product knowledge. He still had his instincts. He had that voice that people in a lot of regions still identified with. It was just wonderful. I think about him all the time.
Yeah. JR nailed it, man. Bob could not be a nicer human being.
That's Slash right there. I
Uh-huh.
think we knew him as one half of PG-13.
Wow. Looks changed, haven't they? From PG-13, or did they? And there's our buddy James.
Vandenberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's Wolfie D.
Wolfie D.
Yeah, that's what he was called in PG-13, but here he's
Okay.
Slash. We had him at Ric Flair's last match too.
Yeah.
Hey,
Here
Jeff Jarrett
comes
was there too. I don't know if you remember that.
who was?
Jeff Jarrett, he was at Ric Flair's last match.
Yeah. I remember his name.
He starts
Uh,
riots everywhere he goes, beating up elderly in parking lots.
yeah, aren't you just really, really happy that Jeff Jarrett became a part of all this?
I'm so happy. By the way, that is
Yeah.
not Scott Steiner.
It looked like before he took the shades off for a minute, didn't it?
I think that's Del Rios.
Del Rios.
Yeah. His real name is Harry Del Rios. And I think he was wrestling. The reason that S is on his back, it's not for Superman or Steiner, because that's certainly what he's going for. But he
Hmm.
would wrestle on Indies as Spellbinder.
Okay.
You're going to love who's coming next.
Okay.
Prince Justice. He's
Prince.
described as being an aggressive big guy, looked like Rhino, but 7 inches taller and not nearly as good. But
Okay.
Prince Justice, let's see what you think when you see Prince Justice.
Okay.
Got five guys in the ring right now. We got
Yeah.
Del Rios and we got Jeff Jarrett. We got Slash. We got K Crush and Apollo.
This buildup is exciting to the next guy coming. I'm excited about it. I'm genuinely excited to see the next person coming down the aisleway. I'm pumped.
Hey, let
So
me
the
ask.
win, yeah. So the winner of this match is going to win the NWA title.
No,
Okay,
the last two men who are in there are
we'll
going to
wrestle.
wrestle for the NWA World Title.
Okay.
And we are 8 seconds away from the national debut on pay-per-view of Prince Justice.
Everybody is standing at the Von Braun Center, Probst Arena, as it's known now.
Do you recognize him?
Kinda. Got a quick shot of him.
Let's see if it clicks.
No, it doesn't click. I'm sorry. Is it?
That's Abyss.
It's Abyss.
That's Abyss without a mask.
I would have never guessed.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
It's so cool to
There.
look back at this first TNA show, knowing what we know now about TNA,
Right.
Abyss and James Storm and AJ Styles, and they were all here on the first one.
Isn't that something?
Dutch Mantel was a big advocate for Prince Justice, as I understand. He'd been down in Puerto Rico, and he was high on him and pushed him to Jeff Jarrett. They threw him on the card, and you're going to recognize who's coming out next. You
Oh,
want to guess
man.
who it is?
No, but I love this buildup.